Have you ever found yourself late at night, standing in front of the fridge, wondering why on earth you're hungry again, even though you had dinner just 2 hours ago? Or maybe it's the middle of the afternoon, you already had lunch, but suddenly the cravings kick in. That familiar voice whispering, "Will just a little snack won't hurt." And before you know it, you've eaten a handful of chips, maybe a cookie, maybe two or three, and now you're left with guilt and the same question that so many of us ask after 50: why can't I control my appetite like I used to? The truth is, cravings and overeating become an even bigger challenge as we age. Our bodies change, our hormones shift, and often our daily routines don't help us stay on track. Many older adults I talk to tell me the same story. I don't eat that much, but I snack here and there, and I can't stop myself when the cravings hit. And that's where today's topic might surprise you, because something as simple, as ordinary, as humble as the egg can actually make a huge difference. Yes, eggs, the food you've probably eaten thousands of times in your life, might just hold the secret to reducing cravings and helping prevent overeating, especially for those of us over 50. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, oh, not eggs again, let me invite you to listen with an open heart. Because what we're going to uncover is not just about protein or cholesterol or breakfast traditions. It's about how this one small food can give us back a sense of control, peace, and balance with eating. And isn't that what so many of us want? To enjoy food, to feel satisfied, to stop fighting with ourselves every time hunger strikes. So let's dive deeper into this. Why do we overeat in the first place? When we're young, our metabolism is high. Our hormones like leptin and ghrelin, which regulate hunger and fullness, work smoothly. But after 50, things change. Muscle mass decreases, metabolism slows down, and those hunger hormones can sometimes get out of balance. You may not feel as full from the same meal you used to eat in your 30s, or maybe you crave sweets more often because as we age, insulin resistance can creep in, leading to spikes and crashes in blood sugar that trigger cravings. This is why many older adults experience that frustrating cycle. Eat a meal, feel hungry shortly after, grab snacks, and then wonder why the weight won't budge or why the belly feels bloated. Here's where eggs come in. Eggs are one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet, and more importantly, they're a powerhouse of high-quality protein. Protein is key when it comes to satiety, that lasting feeling of fullness. When you eat eggs, the protein takes longer to digest compared to simple carbs like bread or sugary snacks. This means your blood sugar stays more stable and your brain gets the signal, I'm full. I don't need more food right now. I still remember a woman named Margaret, 67 years old, who once told me every afternoon around 3 o'clock, I'd grab cookies with my tea. It became such a habit that I thought I couldn't break it. But then I started eating 2 boiled eggs as a mid-morning snack instead of waiting until I was starving. And you know what? By 3 o'clock, I wasn't craving cookies anymore. That small change made her feel in control again. And she's not alone. Many studies confirm this. Research shows that people who eat eggs for breakfast report fewer cravings throughout the day and naturally consume fewer calories at lunch and dinner. It's not magic, it's biology. Protein increases satiety hormones like peptide YY and reduces hunger hormones like ghrelin. So in simple words, eggs quiet the noise in your head that screams, eat more, and instead give you the calm confidence that you've had enough. Now you might be wondering, but what about cholesterol? Aren't eggs bad for the heart? That's a concern many of us grew up hearing, but science has shifted. For most healthy adults, moderate egg consumption, say 1 or 2 a day, does not raise the risk of heart disease. In fact, the nutrients in eggs like choline, lutein, and vitamin D are incredibly valuable for aging bodies, supporting brain health, eye health, and bone strength. So rather than fearing eggs, we can embrace them as a smart tool in our journey to eat better and live better. Let's get practical. How can you use eggs to reduce cravings and prevent overeating? One of the simplest strategies is to start your day with eggs instead of refined carbs. A breakfast of toast with jam might taste good, but it won't hold you for long. An omelet with vegetables or a couple of boiled eggs with avocado, on the other hand, can keep you satisfied for hours. If mornings are not your thing, eggs make a fantastic snack, much better than cookies, crackers, or chips. Keep a few hard-boiled eggs in the fridge. When the cravings hit, instead of reaching for something processed, grab an egg. The protein will kick in, and within minutes, that restless hunger calms down. If you're someone who loves sweets in the evening, try making a simple scrambled egg with spinach before bed. Not only will it help you sleep better thanks to amino acids like tryptophan, but it also prevents you from diving into that ice cream tub. I'll be honest, I've tested this myself. There were nights when I felt that urge to snack, but when I made myself a small egg dish, I felt satisfied, content, and I didn't feel the regret that often comes after sugary snacks. Now, I know that not every solution works for everyone. Some people may say, but I get tired of eggs. That's fair. The good news is that eggs are incredibly versatile. You can make them in so many ways: boiled, scrambled, poached, baked in muffins, or mixed into salads. Pair them with fiber-rich vegetables or whole grains, and you'll have a balanced, satisfying meal that keeps you on track. Let me pause here and ask, have you ever tried using eggs as your go-to weapon against cravings? If not, I encourage you to give it a try this week. And if you already have, share your experience in the comments below, because your story might inspire someone else who's struggling with the same challenge. And don't forget, if you find this kind of information useful, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you'll always have simple, science-backed strategies to live healthier and happier after 50. Beyond just appetite control, eating eggs can help us reclaim something even more important: a sense of confidence in our choices. Many older adults tell me that one of the hardest parts of aging is feeling like the body is no longer listening. You try to diet, you try to exercise, but hunger feels stronger, cravings feel louder, and willpower feels weaker. That can be discouraging. But when you learn that something as small as adding eggs to your daily routine can help quiet those cravings, it gives you back that sense of power. It reminds you that you're not helpless, that your body is still capable of responding in positive ways when you give it the right tools. And I think that's the bigger message here. It's not just about eggs. It's about building a lifestyle where you're no longer at the mercy of cravings, where you feel in control, where food becomes nourishment instead of a battle, where eating brings joy instead of guilt. And isn't that the kind of relationship with food we all deserve as we age? Let's face it, after 50, life should be about freedom, not restriction. We don't need more complicated diets or rigid rules. What we need are small, smart strategies that fit into real life. Eggs are just one piece of that puzzle. They're affordable, accessible, and simple, but their impact can be profound. So the next time you feel those cravings creeping in, pause and ask yourself, what if I tried an egg instead? You might be surprised at how effective it is. You might feel lighter, calmer, more satisfied, and over time, those little choices add up to big changes. I want to leave you with this thought. You are not defined by your cravings. You are not weak because you feel hungry, and you are not broken because you sometimes overeat. These are natural human experiences, especially as we get older. But you do have tools. You do have options. Eggs, in all their simplicity, can be one of those tools. And if you embrace them, they can help you build a healthier, happier relationship with food. So let's take this journey together. Try it, experiment, and share your results. If you've ever felt defeated by cravings, I want you to know, hope is still on your side. With the right choices, with the right foods, you can regain balance, regain confidence, and step into a future where food serves you instead of controls you. And that, my friends, is the true gift of aging with wisdom. If this message resonates with you, let me know in the comments what your biggest challenge with cravings has been. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because together we'll keep uncovering the simple, powerful habits that help us thrive after 50. Here's to fewer cravings, more control, and a joyful, satisfying life, one egg at a time.